Hello and welcome once again to yet another game of the group stages for the Mineski Pro Gaming League, the LAN finals of it, 2014. Finally, it's all coming to an end. But who's going to come out ahead? We do not know yet. It's only the group stages so far. Nvidia Aces, they are 3-0, maybe even 4-0 now. No, it must be 3-0. This is the fourth round. So Aces going up against Execration. They do get their hands on the Death Prophet, one of the strongest heroes in the game. But Execration do get their hands on the Brewmaster and Skyrife Mage in return. They also played it in the last game. Turned out to be just excellent for them. Also, they ran something like a Temper Assassin, for example. Still might come out. And I have to say, the draft all in all started very much the same way. Death Prophet Shakiro, it was there for... Who the hell did Execration even play? I'm already forgetting. Oh, Insidious Idol, right? So Insidious Idol, they got their hands on Death Prophet as the first pick. Execration went for a Brew Skyrife Mage as well. Then the Shakiro came out. But one hero that Execration, it was kind of just key for their victory, was the Tidehunter. That has been banned out now. So we'll see how the rest of this will go. Execration though did ban out a Meepo. Aces definitely could have played it. And unfortunately, so we're not gonna see it. Also, always, I mean, I would have been just completely fine with seeing it. Unfortunately, not everybody wants to see a Meepo, and of course, if you want to, or if you have to play against it, I wouldn't want to see it either. So it makes sense that way. Sorry guys, yeah, just have to do a couple of things because just it's hard. It's hard sometimes. Lots of stuff happening with the games and whatnot. But it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, guys. Don't you worry. We're gonna get this thing fixed. Because that's what we do. That is what we do. In any case, looking at the next bans, Slark and Faceless Void taken out by Aces. Whereas a Lycan banned out by Execration after that Meepo, of course. So what will Execration go for? Is it gonna be a Sand King, for example, once again for them? Definitely a good combination with the Skyrife Mage. Just lots of magic damage to come. More Blink Initiators apart from the Brewmaster, just Blink Thunderclapping in as well. So it's something that they could be considering for sure. Or maybe not. Maybe they want to go for something else entirely. Sorry guys, I have to just do one more thing. Assign a stream to the correct place because... Our other channel, I mean, you cannot, or we cannot at least, stick to our schedule, stick to our games that we've planned too much, just because times change, everything changes, kind of blows, but that's the sad reality of it. So we're gonna just have to live through all the changes, schedule changes, all which matches are starting first and whatnot, but we are troopers, we are here to just bring you some great games, and hopefully we're going to be able to do so as well. At the moment though, Weaver was the pick for Aces. Execration did go for the Batrider even before the Weaver even came out. Weaver of course is a hard hero to pin down even if you do have the Batrider. Has the time-lapse, has the Sukuchi to just escape. Most likely will build into a Linkens as well, which in this game is going to be just excellent. But now Execration going for a Rubik of all heroes. It can be a strong support, sure. It's nice against the Weaver just because you can steal the Sukuchi, which is one of the better abilities to steal if you're a Rubik, to be honest. But I wouldn't just count out Aces anyway. In chat I saw somebody asking easy for Execration. I don't think it's going to be easy just because Aces, they are 3-0 already as it is. They have been looking extremely good so far. So whether they will be able to actually win as well or not remains to be seen. But now, Execration of course, they are 2-0 as well. They have played only 2 games, whereas Nvidia has played 3. They have had 1 game where they can just sit out, watch what others are doing, kind of just relax, eat, do whatever, have a break. It's probably best if you have the break in between, in the 3rd or 4th round, just you can eat some and whatnot. But here we are, looking at the last bans of this draft. Execration. What could they be aiming at if they go for the ban? Aces, they most likely have the 2 supports. Maybe it's going to be like Abaddon, Shakiro offlane, something like that. It's definitely a possibility. So they do ban out another support. Vengeful Spirit would have been pretty nice. It would have been nice minus armor to go for Roshan earlier on if you're Aces. it would have boosted up the damage of the Death Prophet's exorcism, and of course, even Weaver with that 2-minute attack does output quite a lot of physical damage. And not only that, the swap against Batrider. So all in all, a pretty nice ban there coming out from Execration. Aces though, are they gonna, or what core rather are they gonna target? What are they most afraid of? Is it Phantom Assassin? Well, I guess it's Anti-Mage is the right answer for this. And Aces with this, are they maybe planning on something like a Medusa? Did they just think that Anti-Mage would be the most annoying hero for them to deal with since they don't have a crazy amount of lockdown? And thinking about that, Execration might even go for something like that safe lane Storm Spirit, for example, this game. Just get the jump on Weaver, get the jump really on anybody for that matter. Or do they still want to go for something who hits a little bit harder? They could go for like a Spectre, to be honest. Medusa still wouldn't be too bad if they want to take things a little bit later, just delay things out a bit. And Medusa, although not usually used earlier on for just fighting, the Stone Gaze plus the Mystic Snake, they can actually output quite a lot of damage in the fights as well. So what do Execration go for? Phantom Assassin, Medusa, something else entirely. Slark unfortunately banned, so that is completely out of the question. And Weaver, of course, is one of the heroes that can make the best use of the lack of lockdown. Although he's up against Batrider, Ancient Seal, Rubik Telekinesis, maybe Rubik even stealing Ice Path as well. So it's not gonna be the easiest game for a Weaver either. But oh, Execration going for a Terror Blade! Well, that's definitely a really hard carry. And Aces, the Death Prophet Silence and Ice Path of the Jakiro at this point might just not be enough to try to shut down this Terror Blade, make sure it doesn't sunder anybody and suddenly gets back to full HP. So it's up to them now to go for maybe somebody with a lockdown. It really depends on whether they want to run this Jakiro as the core or not. They do have plenty of reserve time left, so I guess they can take a slightly longer time. Something like a Lion is usually excellent against Terror Blade, just because you have the Hex, you have the Mana Drain, so that's already two things that can get rid of illusions. It's gonna be quite necessary against Terror Blade, to be honest. Not only that, the best way to deal with Terror Blade is just burst him down, get rid of that hero immediately, and Finger of Death might allow them to do exactly that. Especially once you get higher levels into Finger of Death, you can do it on a lower cooldown, you can just try to really heavily shut down the Terror Blade. Well, what will the last one be? They have a solid minute left though, so they have lots of considering time here. Shadow Shaman wouldn't be horrible either. Also lots of lockdown, decent-ish burst with that Ether Shock, as well as of course Mass Serpent Wars for the pushing if need be. I wouldn't mind that at all, although Shadow Shaman is such a rare sight these days. Unfortunately so, but not too many teams like to go for that hero for some reason. It like used to be the support hero to go for, all of a sudden kind of fell off. I guess such things happen. And well, looks like they are having some huge issues trying to just decide what to go for. They could try to go for, oh never mind, I guess Invoker would be rather useless. I guess like Queen of Pain for extra burst damage if you want to. Although, how would they lane this then? Queen of Pain off lane, aggressive tri lane with like Weaver, Abaddon, Jakiro. It wouldn't be a horrible aggressive tri lane to be honest. But they go for a Lifestealer. Wow, okay then. It's maybe a little bit scary. He might just get kited around by the Batrider. Brewmaster, all in all, just a tanky hero, so rather hard to bring down. I mean, Aces, even apart from the Lifestealer, they still have plenty of just firepower from Weaver as well as the Death Prophet themselves. But Lifestealer, it's you might get Ancient Seal as well, but then again, so might Weaver. And if one of the or the other just can roam freely in the fight, that might already be enough for Aces. But with this, they kind of have to go for some form of aggressive tri lanes, don't they? Or do they run like dual lanes, Abaddon, Weaver offlane with Jakiro, Lifestealer safe lane? They could. Or I guess it might be just pure Weaver offlane as well. I'm not too sure how fond I am of that, if they're running that. But looks like it's going to be that Abaddon Weaver offlane after all. So to introduce the lineups as well, Tavlo will be playing the Weaver, with KL7 playing the Abaddon once again, also played it in the first series of the day I do believe, against G7. Budo taking up the mid lane role on the Death Prophet. leaving Secret on the Chikiro, and the last one will be Fox on that Lifestealer. As for Execration, Haya playing the Batrider with Dot Dot, Primo on the Brewmaster, Fox on the Skyriff Mage, StockX playing the Terror Blade, and the last one will be Cunnilingus. But he is Chemo on the Rubik, or should be Chemo. Unfortunately, really haven't shown us the real names, but I've seen a reasonable amount of Execration to kind of know their names anyway. Unless they're playing with some actual stand-ins, it should be as I said them. But Fox trying to scout out something. He did get pinged out. Tavlo, he saw him going into the Roche pit. It's kind of a common place to just sit and wait for somebody to come for the rune and then just converge upon him. Especially if there's a Rubik as well, might even get the telekinesis onto the hill, for example. But now, there's the telekinesis used. They're not going to get the kill most likely just because Sokuchi plus a 40 shield. They even popped down a sentry for this. I mean, this sentry, I'm not too sure if they were expecting a war to be there from the enemy side or what. Maybe so, maybe so. Maybe they were expecting a war to be exactly like here. On this hill here, somewhere around this area. But they didn't find it. Of course, it's not a huge waste. I mean, they will need one sentry, or they can make use of one sentry on this lane as well. But it's a tri-lane versus a dual lane as it is. So we were not going to have the most fun of times. Well, in the meantime, Chikiro, how much can he do against a Batrider? Should be able to do fairly fine for himself, I do believe. But coming in, he has a double damage as well. Doesn't want to go too close for the right clicks, or at least hasn't done so far. And now as he goes in, it's exactly as the creep wave comes. So not the best of timings, and doesn't have a single point into Liquid Fire. Chose to go for the dual breath instead. And now double damage wears off without him getting too much value out of it. Now Haya, he even goes aggressive a bit with the Firefly, but no points into sticking Napalm yet because he's only level 1. So nothing much will come out of this. I have to be a little bit careful, to be honest. Once the Firefly expires, they might go with the open wounds. They might go for it anyway. There's the dual breath first, but Fox is just not fast enough or easy. Now he's going to give up. They would have had to dive the tower for this. So if both had level 2, might have been different with like Liquid Fire being there on Haya as well. But Secret, oh no, the creeps, they cancelled the clarity. So all he has is one more dual breath, and that's gonna be it. That's actually a pretty huge deal, just getting the clarity cancelled like that. In the mid lane though, Poo is 6-1 compared to a 5-2. Brewmaster doing fairly fine. Of course, they go for the Bottle Rush and has it already, so can just spam the Thunderclap if nothing else. Doesn't have his Stout Shield, so taking a lot of harassment from Death Prophet's right clicks, but the Bottle will make it fine. Go for the Rune now as well. No way Poo will be able to just get there first. So he just gets himself a Bounty Rune, while in the meantime Abaddon gets the Invis. Not the best of runes, but oh, with the sentries down, they are kind of waiting for the Abaddon to come in. I'm not too sure if it was Aces themselves just pinging out the rune placement there or not. Or ward placement rather. But they do just kind of make it so that it doesn't get spotted immediately. Just a second, one more thing I have to do. And oh, I think I'm fine now. Whew, didn't miss first blood. Did not miss first blood. I guess I still have the chance to do so. As I say that, I hope it's not going to happen, but... Ugh, who knows, man, who knows. So, okay. All should be fine now, all is fine, and all is well. And all will remain well. If the gods forbid. Not God forbid, if the gods... I don't even know how the saying goes. But I don't care either. As long as the game is just actually unpaused and they are playing it, I am perfectly fine with anything that comes my way. Now the Fox trying to chase down Haya, but with him being solo, level 1 open wounds, doesn't have just the greatest damage output quite yet, doesn't have a face boots or anything. Don't even know if he's going for face boots, although I would probably like to see face boots rather than power treads on Lifestealer. Looking at the other matchups though, still 14-3 compared to 13-4 Brewmaster. So mid lane, a complete wash, just neck and neck. Safe laners farming up almost the exact same numbers. Off laners though, 12-1 on the Weaver compared to a 3-0 Batrider. So the dual lanes kind of working out. Batrider, yes, he's getting some XP thanks to just only Chikiro being there to kind of make him back off or harass him. It's still not all bad. Secret, Liquid Fire is already level 2 for him, so a bit of a more reliable harass ability. Of course, doesn't cost any mana, which makes it just a hell of a lot better. But now Boo gets himself an illusion rune. Might or might not be helpful at all. Boo, of course, he's just bottle crowing. He's gonna have his bottle coming back to him. Didn't get to bottle up anything, so that's a little bit sad. But bottom lane, Tavlo, does he really want to go in? Never mind, just Sukuchi's through some people. Doesn't want to go in too deep with Sukuchi only being level 2. Has to be careful of Fox and the Ancient Seal there. A 40 shield did come out. But if they strike now, when the 40 shield was still on cooldown, maybe they could have gotten it. If they get the Ancient Seal and I miss first blood. Oh god, I'm a noob. It's been a long day already, but bottom lane they want to go in as well. There's the silence on 2KL, the telekinesis to follow. They use the metamorphosis. They use even the just slow coming up. But oh no, he commits suicide. And Fox, he stays alive as well. Tavlo, does he really want to keep on going? I guess he does. Jakiro came in as well. He might even get it with the Geminate attack. Now, Rubik, is he going to have enough? Never mind, Magic Stick. And I think they're going to get the Rubik as well. So they do turn it around. Really nicely done. And although it says 2 for 2, that one was suicide. Really nicely done by Abaddon, just getting the Mist Coil for the suicide. Of course, Fox, he's still around. Doesn't have enough mana for the TP quite yet. But he's going to have it soon enough. He is wasting quite a lot of time there. He's gonna have to TP home, then run all the way back to the lane. Although, he might just use the time to maybe just smoke up and try to go for a gank, for example, if they have a smoke on them. But Batrider, he drew the first blood before the bottom lane action happened, and he saw that, what, up to 1.4k gold! It's only 6 minutes in, he has 7 last hits, yet he has 1.4k gold, man. Bloodlust on a Batrider, not what you want to be giving away. Especially since it was a 1 versus 2 lane. Of course, Jakiro probably cannot do much at all once you get sticky napalm. You cannot even ice path if it just keeps on circling around you. If he just gets the Firefly on top of you, then with the sticky napalm, he can just literally keep on circling around. But now, mid lane, they want to come in. Dual breath used by Secret. It might be the Sacrificial Lamp. Telekinesis up into the Thunderclap. Primal Split used even for this. There's no escape for Secret. But Boo makes it out on the Death Prophet. Maybe both of them could have just escaped if Jakiro had not hung around. But now Tavlo wants to come in for something. He has a double damage rune bottled up. Oh god, Fox. If he runs into this Weaver, he's probably gonna be dead. A few right clicks, double damage activated, and yeah, with the Sukuchi, easy kills. He even wants to go for the Rubik. He has the telekinesis, it is used as well. No time lapse on Tavlo, but the Sukuchi through, he gets the kill. Taking a lot of harassment and now runs into Haya, never mind. He gets the time lapse, he gets level 6 from the kill, and thanks to that, he is safe. That was a pretty clutch escape, in all fairness. But 3 for 4 now, quite a lot of action early on. Lifestealer, the most passive of the heroes so far, has picked up Gloves of Haste, might indicate Hand of Midas, might also mean that he's going for an armlet instead. So, I'm not too sure. I wouldn't mind the Hand of Midas horribly, just because they have a reasonable amount of late game themselves. Up against the Terrorblade, it's something that you usually don't want to do, just because Terrorblade has an immense pushing power as well. Top lane though, never mind Haya. Thought he might try to go for Secret, but not this time around. He still does have a lot of gold though, so he doesn't want to die. He wants to make absolutely sure he does not die and lose the gold. If he gets the Blink Dagger like 8 minutes in without even using the jungle, that's gonna be damn impressive. But that's what just not dying and getting first blood can do for you, I guess. They also have 18 last hits as well, so even that's not too horrible anymore. Although Fox, he might be in trouble on Skyref. Use the concussive shot, which does pretty much nothing to a Sukuchi the Weaver. Now Rubik gonna get gone upon as well. Telekinesis up, don't think they have enough to just kill off enemies. Reflection is there for Dokix if he even gets to use it. Tavlo, he's just playing around on the edge of the tower aggro. So he's gonna be just fine now. Doc in the meantime just continues farming up, or at least attempts to do so. Although looking at the just farm, 43 and 4 compared to a 55 and 20. Just Lifestealer getting a hell of a lot more from his safe lane than the Terrorblade, but then again, so is Batrider as an offlaner, I guess. Has his Blink Dagger, 8.5 minutes in. Did use the jungle a little bit as well, but is he going to TP to the bottom lane, for example? 1 kill on the Weaver is going to be just worth so much because he's already level 7. Plus, of course, it would just buy some space as well. You have to be a little bit mindful of the Abaddon being around, and Rubik. Just look at their positioning. They're playing so defensive. They're trying to just cover all of their angles. And probably smart choice as well. Looking at the early graphs, about a 2k net worth lead though for Aces XP. 1500 or so as well. Terrorblade, what's he even gonna go for? Does he just go for Power Trace next, or what's his choice? He has 1.1k in the bank. I guess he might try to go for like a Hand of Midas as well, which might be a little bit too greedy. As Fox with the Face Boots, try to run at Haya. Yui though, activates Firefly and just backs the hell off immediately. It's 3 for 4, still the kill score. Hasn't progressed from like 7 minutes into the game or something. So it has slowed down a little bit. Of course, bottom lane, they still might try to go for it, and I have to say the biggest surprise is that Haya didn't counter the bottom lane, maybe even mid lane, try to kill off the Death Prophet, but didn't just go for an immediate rotation with his first Blink Dagger. That's a little bit weird, and thanks to that he's still hanging around. Not really doing much, but Brewmaster has his own Blink Dagger done, so they had a double Blink before 10 minutes in. That is scary. Aces, if just any one hero gets jumped, do they even have the means to save him or save them? Now Tavlo farming even up the enemy jungle, using their Photic Shield as a just source for AoE damage even. Of course it makes you just tank up some damage as well, just soak it up. But although the Blink Daggers are there for Execration, they have yet to use it. And Aces, all 3 of their cores are getting some pretty decent farm. Nothing just major by any means, but it's pretty nice. Death Prophet also level 9 already, which is one of the more important things. You want to get as high of a Exorcism level as you possibly can. But top lane, they want to go for higher, but they can't catch up with the open wounds once again. But they pop the Exorcism, they want to go for the push. They have the Siege Creep, so there won't be a backdoor protection. The Glyph comes out. Haya, how much can he do with a level 1 Flame Break? Oh, he blinks in. Not too sure if he wanted to go for the lasso or wanted to just leave behind the Firefly. But I guess mission kind of accomplished. Exorcism, a lot of it does not have uptime. Liquid Fire used as well. But the tower is dropping low, yet not into deny range. So I think that's the best possible outcome for Aces. Of course, I guess best possible would have been them actually destroying the tower. But since they didn't, it's just leaving it at low enough HP, yet not in deny range. It's kind of the perfect way to do it. You could have gotten a little bit closer to the deny range as well, but Liquid Fire, or just really anybody getting there with a creep wave next time around, is gonna have a pretty easy time in bringing it down anyway. I mean, 239 HP, but oh, Blinkin! Haya wants to go on to Abaddon. Chooses not to, of course, not the best target to lasso, just because, well, he has the burrow time now, he's level 6. Maybe he just got level 6 from this creep wave as well, I didn't quite spot the moment. But in the meantime, bottom lane, Tavlo, he brings down a tier 1 by himself. Weaver, 5.6k net worth now. Is he going for the Lincoln Sphere in this game? Hasn't really shown up any items. Ice Path will not do anything with Brewmaster. Just runs away. Still has the Primal Split ready as well. He would have lacked a little bit of mana, although Magic Wand might have brought all of that back to him. So things just keep on going. But Death Prophet also gets himself a Eul Scepter, lots of extra survivability, ways to just set up ice paths for the Chikiro as well until he gets his own Eul Scepter. So they are just farming extremely well on all of their cores. I mean, Execration is not like they have bad farm, but Batrider, he got that like 8.5 minute Blink Dagger yet. He hasn't found a single kill, not a single one after that, not even an assist. So the net worth and the XP both keep on going into the favor of Aces. And it's just that thing. You cannot jump the Abaddon just because it's per time, but they jump into Secret now. Abaddon cannot get close enough for the spells, or maybe he didn't attempt to. I thought he might be close enough, at least for the Mist Coil, but he just kept on running the same direction without trying to cast the spells. So what I wanted to say just completely got countered, so I'm not gonna even finish the sentence. But mid lane, they're gonna get the tier 1 with Brewmaster having the haste rune as well, still has the Primal Split. So that was a little bit sad, but it's only support Chikiro, so to be honest, it's not that big of a deal in the end. Especially since the tier 1 tower also went down top lane, and Fox, he has the armlet, has another 1.2k on top of it as well. He's getting the levels, so he's gonna have maxed out Feast, maxed out Open Wounds soon enough. Especially if he just can somehow grab some kills. The one thing that they might be lacking is just that Blink carrier for the Lifestealer. That might hurt them most. But I guess just jumping into the Weaver might be enough, or maybe using it defensively rather than aggressively. Just fight, jump into somebody to escape, jump into a creep to just get some life back and keep on fighting, so something like that. As Boo, scouting for a rune, does bottle up an illusion rune. Bottom lane, Tavlo gets a bounty, some gold, some XP. Maybe he's gonna see Dokix, who has a Yasha. So farming up still reasonably so. But of course, Yasha is gonna be finished on that lifestealer as well soon enough. Only needs the Band of Evlan skin, which is only a 450 gold investment. Mid lane though, oh wow. Brewmaster, I think he almost went for Primal Split but cancelled it just for an illusion. It's at some points it's not too easy to just differentiate illusion from reality. But when the illusion is taking a lot of damage, you just have it in the back of your mind. It's like, oh crap, the real one wouldn't take so much damage with it. Earlier on, it's a little bit just hard to estimate that as well. But now, Brewmaster is a level 11. He has his own level 2 ultimate, the Primal Split. He has the Overclub and the Blink there. He's so damn tanky with the power threads on strength as well. 1.5k HP with a max out Drunken Brawler. It's gonna be a bitch to bring him down without the Monkey King bar. But now they are on the hunt. They want to use their double blink there. They're gonna find at least one hero, maybe even two. They're gonna jump in onto Boo, Death Prophet. Easy kill secret. Come on, run away. Run while you can. So they get the Death Prophet. They literally just obliterate him. They didn't need too much at all. A little bit sad considering that the Death Prophet even had the Ule Scepter, but didn't get the chance to use. Now Fox, he's gonna have his first showing. He wants to go on somebody, but not a blink target. Otherwise, you just open wounds and they blink out. So they don't get anything. Fox did stop his farming. Arcane Boots in the meantime finished up on the Rubik as well. Has stolen the crit swarm. Nice additional nuke. I guess Ice Path, once it gets leveled out, is probably still the best spell for him to take. Boots of Travel, not Boots of Travel, what am I saying? Face Boots picked up on the Death Prophet now as well, but look at this. Aces, they're going into the enemy jungle. Haya blinks out though, so yeah, that just failed. So nothing really coming out of this. The game has gone into a super just passive mode, which is extremely boring to watch, I know guys. I'm trying to do my best, but after having been online with the stream for 8 hours and waking up 6 in the morning to do so, things might not get as entertaining as they would normally be, but I'm doing my best, so hopefully my best is gonna be fine. In the meantime, top lane, there is the rage coming out of Fox. He's gonna go down to like 5 right clicks or so with the armlet, lifestealer, and they're gonna fight Cunningus. God damn, that name is too hard. Chemo is much better. But Fox even gets the kill with the Infest. Level 2 Infest bombs. Mid lane though, they get the Ule Scepter onto Boo. He's still alive, but not for long. Thunderclap comes out, slowed down by that Shadow Haze, Drunken Haze. Dokix, finally a part of a fight. Did go for Boots of Trials of his own after the Yasha. He's still only level 9 though, and still rather on squishes. I mean, 700 HP. Aces, they would have such an easy time bringing that hero down if they actually found him somewhere. And tower is denied by Brewmaster as well mid lane, so that's nice. As I don't know why Chemo said TB like Terrorblade or Terabyte, but he did it for some reason. Now though, there is a 4-step picked up on Haya, and that is huge. Not only because he can drag people out of position that much farther away, but also because of Weaver. He's closing in on the Lincoln Sphere, so he's gonna have something to pop the Lincolns with. And it's kind of a necessary thing to have as well. You can try to just either like spell steal the Lincolns or something like that. Or I mean spell steal, pop the Lincolns. Telekinesis, Fate Bolt. Not bad spells to go for it, to be honest. Because Rubik's cast time is pretty much non-existent. It's instant spells all around. Stavlo still on the bottom lane. Is going for that Lincolns as we mentioned already. Terrorblade though, what is he going for? Is he just finishing up a Manta? Is he going for that Eye of Skadi next? Just tanking up a little bit with that. Eye of Skadi is definitely a good item on Terrorblade, to be honest. So, might be it. I wouldn't be opposed to it at all. The graphs though, still about the 3,500 net worth lead for Aces. XP, almost 3k as well. So although it's dropped down by a tiny bit, it's nothing major, but at least it shows that Aces' momentum has been slowed down. They were looking good, they were getting kills, they were just doing kind of whatever they wanted, but now it's more or less evened out farm-wise. But SNY, done on Lifestealer, he's still number 1 in net worth. SNY, of course, with the armlet, it gives him just immense value out of those already. Bottom lane though, there is a smoke from Execration themselves. They want to look for anything at all. Maybe they want to place some wards. But Haya, his smoke breaks under the tower. He's still going to scout for something. Firefly activated, hoping to find some delicious target, but looks like no targets are coming in, at least not quite yet. Maybe if the Firefly ends, although he shows himself, so it's probably gonna make the need for aces to come to the bottom lane a little bit less. As Boo wants to come close, but not too close, although he's gonna have the Abaddon in the backlines as well. Haya though, if he blinked in, last saw them 4-step fast enough before the Abaddon got in range like last time with the Jakiro. It just might be horrible. More TPs are coming, it is the lifesteal, he wants to fight. He's gonna open wound somebody, he sure used raged already, but the one he opened wound just TP'd away and nothing came of it. Even Brewmaster blinked to the low ground. Fox not gonna go down to the physical damage. Tableau did quite a lot, especially with the Swarm helping out. But if you don't get the kill, it doesn't matter that much. But having said that, Tableau, he does have his gold now, purchases the Ring of Health, and that's gonna be his Linken's finished. Scale 7 on the Abaddon will have an Urn of Shadows finished. They really want to keep on going on the aggressive. They just want to burn down towers with the Exorcism, with the Liquid Fire. Of course, Exorcism using it for Roshan is just fine as well. It is level 2, so doing a little bit of extra damage. And should be a rather easy Roshan. Execration, I don't think they're in position to contest this. Or at least doesn't look like they're even aware of this. Or if they are, they're just like, screw it guys. So, Roshan is down, Aegis picked up on the Lifestealer. He of course had to tank it up as well, so took quite some damage. But do they have a urn on themselves as well? Yes. I just said that before, didn't I? KL7, trying to build it up. God damn, solo casting this late. Not good, not good. But Terrorblade, he's catching up and with some pretty great speed, to be honest. Already even damaging the tier 2 tower with a Metamorphosis activated and just keeping the Conjure image on cooldown. You can do so much damage to buildings, you just can't do much at all against that. Tableau gonna squish himself forward, not gonna find anybody at this point. Although, Batrider might be in some trouble, never mind, he gets the blink out in time. So absolutely nothing happens. Once again, just fun games guys, fun games. 6 to 7 the kill score, extremely passive. Had to take a sip of water. Hopefully there will be like, I guess never mind. Hoping that there will be at least like a 5-minute pause between this game and the next one. Theoretically there was an extended break planned between or after the 4th round. But I'm not too sure like if they're gonna still go through with it, because we're at least, at the minimum, we are 2 hours behind schedule. And most likely there will be more delays incoming in the mid lane though. BKB on Brewmaster already. He has a pretty nice farm. Terrorblade is number 2 now as well. Gonna take over soon, but oh, with the double damage, Boo, he's in so much trouble. There's the Mystic Flare as well. Nowhere for him to run. Scar of Mage does get the kill. And the Aces, they just haven't been able to properly group up and kind of death ball as they should do with the Jakiro, with the Death Prophet. They haven't brought down a single tier 2 tower. The bottom lane is down to half HP, so that's a good sign. The rest of them though, almost completely just fulled up. And Tableau has the Linken's, but Linken's Weaver, although it's nice, he's not just immediately scary with this. Whereas Terrorblade, if he gets some free time, just gets to conjure his images with the Metamorphosis. He is a beast to deal with, and they just don't have the craziest of AoE damage to just deal with the illusions. Tableau could go for a Maelstrom instead of a Desolator, for example, potentially. But even so, it's going to be hard before they get like a Mjolnir, and even Mjolnir, it is like fairly reliable for AoE damage. For dealing with illusion. Now, hey, Aya might be in trouble. They just need some damage. Oh, they connect with the damage before the blink dagger. 4-step was used. Nice flame break as well. There's the rage though. They need a few more right clicks and they are gonna bring him down. Fox gets the last hit for it. Top lane though in the meantime. Can they find anybody? Boo. He has the Eul Scepter if he can get in range, but Terrorblade with the Boots of Trials, with the Yasha, just outruns even a Death Prophet with an Eul Scepter. That is crazy if you can just do that. Oh, we have to update score as well. Okay. There you go, guys. There you go. Scores up to the bottom lane though. They're gonna lose Fox lifesteal. He's gonna get silenced up. No rage, no nothing for him to escape with. Rage was already in cooldown anyway as well. So I guess he tried to go for a tier 2, maybe tried to go for a kill, but got punished heavily for it. So suddenly Tokix, he has his meta style finished. He's gonna take over lifestealers farm numbers in just one creep. One creep. Of course lifestealers just died as well. But that's his meta. Gonna get the Eye of Sky soon enough if he wants to go for that one. He could go for something like a butterfly as well if he felt like it. Not a bad choice to be honest. But now 8 to 8 the kill score. Looking at the graphs once again, it is still a lead for Aces, but it's getting smaller and smaller. Only about 1200 now. XP still almost 4k, so not doing all that bad, but they just aren't farming as efficiently, I guess. We were all about those just single right clicks. Whereas Turboblade, he can create the illusions. You can just send them anywhere, any which way, and they will farm for you. Not quite as good as just Radiant Snaga illusions, of course. But they're gonna have to do the trick. In the meantime, Death Prophet gonna go for a BKB. Only needs that Mithril Hammer for it. Hasn't had the greatest of games, although he got off to a pretty decent-ish start. I mean, he's 0-3-1 though. Picked up 3 times. BKB now on him. So will it be enough? Or well, not on him quite yet, but it's gonna be delivered soon enough. Fox in the meantime has picked up a Javelin, what I can expect to be a Monkey King Bar or a Basher. To be honest, I would even prefer Monkey King Bar maybe, just because you are up against a Brewmaster who has Drunken Haze maxed out as well. But he does go for a Basher instead, so I guess going for the more casual build, the cheaper damage just item. But if he gets Drunken Haste, it's going to be hard for him to maybe just find any kills at all. Boo with Taulo though, in the meantime farming up their own jungle. Activated rune from Weaver as well, just a bounty rune, nothing big. Most people just don't even keep it in their bottles. Now though, there's a smoke. They use the lifesteal bomb as well into Taulo. Oh god, if he finds somebody with lifestealer jumping out, this is just going to be an easy kill, I think. Or it should be if they find somebody that is. The hardest part though is finding that certain somebody who would be gullible enough to just be in a wrong position at the wrong time. Taulo, he keeps on squooching forward. Too bad they don't have any like blink initiators. So they're finally gonna turn around, back off. They need to kind of push out the lanes if they want to go for a tier 2 tower. If not, do they really want to just keep on farming up against the Terrorblade? You do have pretty nice late game, but like was mentioned previously already for another game, I do believe, it doesn't do you any good if you do not reach that point. Oh god, I definitely have to move around a little bit after this game. Otherwise, I'm just slowly but surely starting to doze off. At least while solo casting, but Maelstrom will be the pick for Weaver, so I guess I was spot on with that at least. Although having said that, Haya, with his own booster travels, with the Patrider, having the 4 staff, he wants to jump in. He's gonna drag somebody so far out of position. Gonna catch Poo. Can Abaddon get close enough? No way in hell. He just dies. He just rolls over and dies. There's nothing for him to do if you get caught by a Lasso Mystic Flare combination. At least if you do not get to activate the BKB before the Lasso, you're not gonna be able to survive that. Ghost Scepter in the meantime picked up on the Rubik. Wants to survive against the Lifestealer. Not a bad idea. And not only that, even against just the Weaver. Not too shabby at all. Bottom lane though, looks like Aces, they are grouped up once again. Oh, Ray versus Arcanis. Whoa, sure thing, bro. Sure thing. Oh. Okay, that's the link, guys. You cannot access the dashboard. It's just where I looked the stream at and I copy pasted it immediately. Sorry, guys. But yes, if you're interested, HeflaTV 1 is also casting other games. It is Rave versus Arcanis at this point. So, Philippines versus the Philippines mostly. Should be a pretty great game. But we are here, 9 to 8 the kill score. I can't believe we have so little kills with a Batrider and a Brewmaster. But that's what we are looking at. Aces, of course, it's not like they haven't tried either, but they just haven't found them. Top lane though, Secret might be in some trouble if he gets converts upon. KL is there to potentially assist them. But Brewmaster, he already has himself a Hyperstone. Oh, they jump in the lasso, but straight into the ice path. He's still alive with the photic shield helping him out. So they don't get the kill in the meantime. Weaver finds himself a Rubik. Not the most meaningful of kills, and now they have to clear off the illusions of the freaking Terrorblade. Ice Path will be there, but Yule Scepter a little bit too early, so the Ice Path won't do anything at all. He still gets Silence, most likely will lose his life. Thunder is there, and Silence will last long enough for him to die. So they get the 2 kills, really nicely done. They defend the tier 2, which still took a crap ton of damage, but it's alive. It's not in the 9 range though at the moment, although, whoa, Haya wants to come in. I guess he just wants to creep skip rather than try to just destroy the tower, although, oh god, if only Secret, if only you had your own Yule Scepter right about now, Jakiro. Could have been easy Yule Scepter into Ice Path, easy kills onto Haya, but has a 4-step instead. Yule Scepter is just such a great item on a Jakiro. It allows you to just get so much versatility out of your hero. Set up your own Ice Path. Just be your own king. Do what you want. Do the right thing. Be a man. Do the right thing. Now though, Roshan is dropping down. What level exorcism are we working with? It's still level 2. Only 1 level away from being level 3, but they might get it just fast enough, although it's going to be scary. Batrider comes in, he has the lasso as well. Oh god, they're going to jump in, Boo. He gets dragged out of the Mystic Flare, so Roshan goes down, Aegis picked up Boo. He's perfectly healthy, but there's no exorcism anymore. Or is it? Still for a couple of seconds, it's remaining. Fox might go down to another Crypt Swarm, Silence Crypt Swarm, one more right click, he's gonna go down. In the backlines though, they bring down just a Bruling, I think it was. Not too sure, but Skyriff Mage does die. Brewmaster probably will make it out with another blink. And yeah, blink into the trees. He's gonna make it out alive as well, but they get the Aegis. They don't lose anything. That's a pretty damn strong trade for them if you ask me. And not only that, Tavlo all of a sudden, he's pretty close to his Mjolnir as well. So just getting more ways to deal with the Terrorblade. And although Terrorblade's still number 1 in net worth, he isn't quite fight ready yet. Although with the Die of Sky finish now, he's definitely getting to that stage. I think next step, Butterfly. Butterfly gonna be just a or a mammoth change in just his survivability. Being able to dodge 35% of the right clicks of the Lifestealer as well as the Weaver, it is going to be just so huge for them. Gigantish. It's going to be gigantish, guys. But Fox up to another 3.2k gold on the Lifestealer. Probably gonna go for that straight off Abyssal Blade. Just to make sure you have the lockdown, maybe against Brewmaster if need be, maybe against even the Terrorblade if it comes down to that. But looks like they want to defend. Haya activates the Firefly, he doesn't have too much HP to work with, but he has the gem as well. They want to jump in, but tower down, Weaver gets the last hit, doesn't get denied, and they just back off. So Aces have been just going for some more decisive moments now. They are back to a 4k net worth lead. XP though, going up to a just entire 8k. He has 3.2k gold in the bank as well on the Weaver, so what's going to be the next item? Is it going to be Mjolnir finished? Do you build for a Monkey King Barn instead now and just hope that the procs will be enough? And Abyssal Blade done on the Lifestealer as well, so they're getting the damaging items, and although Terrorblade is scary, he is a single hero at this point. I mean, they have the Brewmaster who's going for an AC. Once he finishes that, they're gonna get a huge boost as well, and whoa, he actually almost has it, just needs the recipe. Another 600 gold for Primo, that's gonna be AC done. Yule Scepter now being worked on by the Batrider, I guess wants to get some extra survivability, maybe extra movement speed even. As mid lane, a few illusions of the Terrorblade make it there, but don't last for too long. Of course they were about to expire anyway, but not only that, Lifestealer just kind of killed them. But Tokik still number 1, 1.8k in the bank, has the booster travel, so not gonna have to worry about that later on. Looks like Execration though, they want to go for the tier 2, as Haya in the meantime scouting out the enemy jungle, has the Firefly activated, doesn't take any damage before the blink out. Mist Coil just isn't fast enough of an ability by the Abaddon. So people just keep on being passive. We have 20 kills in 33 minutes, so I guess it could be slightly worse, but that's like hero games with like Naga Siren completely split pushing and avoiding teamfights or something. But I did see a Vladimir's offering on somebody. Yes, KL7 on the Abaddon. Earn, Vlad's definitely not bad. But AC will be finished, so it's nice for them to have the lance, so the minus armor aspect of the AC is gonna be negated from that. Of course, lifestealer, not lifestealer, lifesteal for the lifestealer plus extra base damage. Gonna be pretty helpful as well. Tavlo though has 4.1k in the bank. Just trying to look for anybody in the holes in the jungle. Swarm, oh god, it just barely misses stock. Even then, I'm not too sure if they would have gotten the kill. Even with the Abyssal Blade, I don't think they would have gotten close enough with the lifestealer in time. But lifestealer not coming out yet. Aces, they are expecting some kind of fight to just happen soon enough. Otherwise, if they don't find the fight in the next minute or so, it's gonna be a solid 2 minutes that lifestealer has just lost. And does Rave have a match ongoing right now? Let me check if I can without missing anything else. I'm gonna let you know just in a second. You're probably gonna know in chat before I even say that. Rave, oh yeah, Rave is playing against Myth Trust at the moment. I don't know who is streaming it, if anybody is streaming it at all, but that is the game that is happening. Okay, top lane, oh, got to get back from chat. Now Taulo, he comes in, but the TPs are going out and they won't catch anybody unless jump out the Beast Blade. He gets it before the TP finishes. Can the Rublic get the Thunder or will the Bash? Never mind. The silence came out in the end as well. Plus, of course, Bash Lord Lifestealer. Nicely done, getting the Terrorblade, the highest priority target by far on the side of Execration. And they didn't have to use anything huge for it. Of course, Lifestealer did lose some farming time, but that was about it. And Roshan gonna respawn in about 3 minutes time. What do we have flying out for the Weaver? It's going to be a Monkey King bar. He's gonna have it done in about 80 gold as well. Not gonna save for buyback, I assume from this, but oh, they get the open wounds. Never mind, but Brewmaster gets bashed as well. He can go for the ultimate. No follow-up bashes coming out from Fox, but it's just a purely defensive primal split unless now he gets thrown up in the air. He's gonna have the rage back when he just drops down almost. Only 4 seconds of cooldown, so Haya can't really go for any follow-up either. Especially without the Terror Blade. I'm not too sure if they would be able to bring down the Lifestealer as it is. Maybe with that Mystic Flare. But Flame Break is used, as of course is the Exorcism. They want to get the tier 2. Maybe even some damage on the tier 3, which might be a little bit too risky to be honest. But they will attempt it nonetheless. Monkey King bar finished on the Weaver now. Gonna be flying out to him. If he got that, his damage output would just increase. Or just almost double, to be honest, with the Geminate attack being there as well. Plus, of course, not missing against Drunken Haze, against Drunken Brawler. That is the main part of just having a Monkey King bar in this game. Smoke now picked up on the Chikiro as well. So he's doing just fine. For himself. No Yules though yet. And I guess support Chikiro, he's on par with the Abaddon. But then again, Execration, it's not like their supports are that much more impactful or have a lot more farm. There aren't supports like Earthshaker who can just turn around everything with a huge slam. And Aces, they don't really have the ultimates for the Rubik to steal either. So the Rubik pick and just the Rubik in this game has been extremely underwhelming, I have to say. Now though, oh, they're coming in their smoke. They want to jump somebody, but Abaddon definitely not the primary target. If they can get Boo, it would be huge, but Cunnilingus? Chemo just TP's out. Haste Rune is spotted somewhere and bottled up by the Brewmaster. Definitely gonna help in the next engagement. Looking at the graphs again, it just goes down a little bit in net worth, but still about a 3.5k net worth lead for Aces. XP though, 12,000. So they keep getting some kind of advantage, but it's not huge enough for Aces to just completely go roll down mid lane or something. And now they want to go in. For some reason, they have the Lifestealer inside the Weaver, so the Infest Bomb is there. They don't have the Exorcism though. They will have the Liquid Fire, so I guess that's fine enough for just tier 3 push. If you go for proper racks, you probably want to have the Exorcism as well, but they're buying some time. But there's the Blinken. Linken's popped. Oh god, Haya. He couldn't get it in open wounds. They caught him. They got the kill on Patriot. No buyback on him. Can they get more though? Ice Path used as well. They're gonna back off for now. They got the tier 3 down. Patriot. Oh, he just got enough buyback. I swear to god, he didn't have it immediately. But yeah, he's sitting on like 1 gold, so he ticked enough for the buyback. but they don't get any kills, or maybe they do. The smoke is popped and they want to counter initiate. Fox is gonna go in open wounds onto Hoya again. Patra, can you do anything at all? Abyssal Blade into the Brewmaster. He's probably gonna be able to get the Primal Split off anyway because the bashes just aren't long enough. But Weaver, he's gonna have to time lapse after this silence. Never mind, he's gonna keep on going. He wants to chase for the kills. Fox might be the easiest target as Rubik has the Sukuichi stolen. So now they're focusing Rax. The Storm Panda coming in, throwing up the Lifestealer, but that's not gonna mean anything. Melee Rax down, ranged Rax shorted to follow. Rubik, Chemo, he gets the telekinesis, stops boost TP back, and well, that was counter Rax Terrorblade all the time. He was split pushing, Metamorphosis, Conjure Image. He gets a full set of Rax top lane. So actually, all not that bad, unless Aces, if they get the second set of Rax as well, this might be suddenly a trade worth taking for Aces. If not though, it's a rather even one. But the Rax are dropping low, there's no glyph at the moment. Boo does have to escape or have to feel a little bit wary of, well, KL7, can you escape? Nope, Eye of Sky is too much of a slow for him. But they get the second melee Rax, only lose a support Abaddon for that. So in the end, it's fine again, I think. It's just kind of 1 for 1, so nothing lost or nothing huge lost, nothing huge gained either at the same time. And now Roshan, oh, it's gonna be Roshan number 3 with the cheese and the Aegis. Execration, they're gonna have to contest this, they're gonna kind of have to win this fight as well. And get their own Rax, but Dogkicks, he's coming in, doesn't have Metamorphosis though, Conjure Images comes out anyway. Fox dropping pretty damn low, Tableau, gonna time lapse, back into the Rush Pit, there's the last Auto Fox, he's just gonna go down before he does much of anything. Now, Misty Flare, not gonna do anything either, or will it? The Flame Break, it pushes him back, they get the Weaver, they get the Lifestealer. Oh man, they cannot give away the Roshan. Will they buy back for this though? Will they try to defend this, or do they think they wouldn't make it there in time anyway? That kind of must be it, and suddenly Dogkicks, he has the Butterfly finished on the Terrorblade. He's gonna have Metamorphosis cooling off. They will have Aegis on the Terrorblade as well. That was a huge blunder for Aces. They were not ready for this at all. Not at all. They needed all of their heroes there. They needed some more sustain, some heals. Oh god, this was not what the doctor ordered. It was not that by a long shot. I don't even know what they were exactly planning to just accomplish with this, but well, that just happened, and now most likely we'll be tier 2. It's just solo. They can even go through the backdoor protection easily, especially with the AC. Brewmaster holding on to the cheese. This Terrorblade is extremely scary with the Butterfly as well. His damage output is nothing to be laughed at. Aces, they really need to get all of their heroes, all of their ultimates. They need to bring down the Terrorblade fast, but they need to do it twice. And so, will they lose the Rax? The Conjure Images are being summoned, and they're gonna get the counter Rax. They pop the Exorcism, they want to go for the kills, they need to go for the kills. Boo now is gonna get the slow with Road of Atos onto Dogkicks. Trying to go for the TP out, is there anything to stop it? Yes, they have the use letter. The Infest Bomb didn't do any damage, but Dogkicks is on the run now, gonna get Abyssal Bladed up, so he's gonna lose his Aegis. Can they hit him the second time as well? The rest of Execration, they are backing off already. Ice Path, beautifully timed, waiting for Dogkicks. So they will get the secondary kill as well. So not too shabby in the end. Killing off the Terrorblade, they did lose the melee Rax. They are at the moment 1 ranged Rax ahead, so that's a good sign, but this game is just so equal, and although Terrorblade, he's extremely farmed, crazily so. I mean, 23k net worth, 5k more than anybody else, so that's like 1 extra item. Aces, if they're actually all alive, their team fight or damage output is not to be underestimated. But looking at the graphs, net worth, it's almost zeroed out once again. XP, only 6k what used to be a 14,000 lead for Aces. So Execration, they're still very much so in the game, especially with Brewmaster having the AC, maybe even going for a Basher, Abyssal, something like that of his own afterwards. I wouldn't be surprised by it, so it's a definite possibility if nothing else. And I failed to remember what games we even casted before between. Was it Awake versus Aces? I think so. Aces versus Awake. Just putting games to upload at the moment. Trying to remember what they were. Life is hard, man. Life is hard. If you're a noob like me. And if the stream is lagging, guys, try a lower quality setting. Because I'm not dropping any frames. Game is running smoothly on my own OBS. My PC is lagging, but Tableau, he wants to go in. Linkens is up on him. He has double Linkens protection. 1 of his own, 1 from Boo as well. That's actually pretty smart, because if you get double Linkens like that, You have epic safety, but oh, Haya, he got ice packed up. Can they get the kill? Never mind, he forced step to the other side of the hill. Still wants to D-ward. Does get it. Rod of Athos will come out now. 4-step forward from the enemy, but more 4-step from his own team this time around. It was just a 4-step battle. Down here, up here, down there. And hang! Hang! No! Don't hang, guys. Do not hang. Freaking PC lags. Ugh. At least I got to stretch myself, and go has been given. Both teams seem to be ready to rumble. Terrorblade is in position. He has the cheese now as well, so might not even need the Sunder. Although if he gets bash locked, he might not even get the cheese off. So we'll see. Aces, they don't have the Exorcism for another 12 seconds. Wait, the PC going to Pinoy, whatever that means. Okay, so go has been given. Rubik, what can he steal? What can he do? Ice Path Defender would be a nice spell to just have at your disposal. But Euro Scepter is done on Secret, so he can set up his own Ice Path now as well. KL7 still sitting on the urn, and Vladimir's offering. Abaddon just hasn't had the greatest of games. Skyriff Mage, of course. Just both supports on the side of Execration have almost identical items, with the exception of just different boots. And Blink Dagger is there on Rubik, whereas Fox doesn't have it at the moment, just has a bottle instead. And a magic wand, but Tavlo will get the Swarm onto Haya. Can they get the follow-up though? 4-step to the high ground, beautiful stuff. Euroscepter to follow Ice Path, a second too late, he got his own 4-step on the Batrider. Can they chase him down though? Rod of Fate was used already, but he gets the Blink out just before any more damage arrives. That was way too close, and now Exorcism puffed by Boo. Maybe a little bit too early, but probably not gonna matter too much. What can they go for though? They need to get the third set of racks, but they cannot do it. The tier 2 is still standing. What was this Exorcism for? Do they really plan on going for tier 4s? I guess so. They're going to get the Rubik. Does he have buyback? We're going to find out soon enough. He does not. Abyssal Blade into the Brewmaster. Oh god, that's Brewmaster without buyback. He went down without the Primal Split, and now Dokix is on the run. The physical damage is just a little bit too much for him to handle. Lasso used though. Dokix wants to turn things around. He still has the cheese. He's going to pop it. Can he do enough afterwards though? He's on the run from 5 enemy heroes. Haya, he's gonna go down to the chain-minute attack of the Weaver. This is a disaster. Brewmaster, he got enough for buyback now. He ticked enough gold. But more TPs coming. Lifestealer also bought back. Booster traveled in. Primal Split came out, but they can just kill off the Brewlings if they really want to. They're going for the illusion of the Terrorblade first though. But now Earth Panda, the only one alive, he's getting bashed as well. Oh god, that's a dieback from the Brewmaster. Your Primal Split does nothing if you actually get focused like that. One positive Aces. Or for Execration Aces, they cannot go for the triple racks. That would be the easiest thing to do. And of course Exorcism is on cooldown as well. So these are small just positives. Dokix came in, got slowed down and never mind, no open wounds. He was saving the Manta style as well. So Ancient taking a lot of damage. Dokix wants to come back in, but there's no Metamorphosis. He's going to try to Sunder. He's going to do it successful as well into Boo. Does a lot of damage with the Sunder, but he's going to lose his life because of this. So, Terrorblade down, no buyback, and that is GG called Aces. They take this game, and we have a pause for some weird reason, but this game is GG, guys. Aces, they take the 4th win. They are 4-0 in the group. Now, Execration 2-1, still not bad, but Aces, they are looking so damn strong at this point. I mean, they are more or less the favorites to just win this group, maybe even now. Only did 2 more games for them, and we're gonna find out what the just faith of them will be. But guys, this is not it, not nearly. We have 3 more games coming up. I can't believe we have 3 more. Are you kidding me? We've casted already for like almost 9 hours soon. So 3 more games. I sure as hell hope that they're not gonna have an extended break just because we had so many delays as it is. In any case, the next game should be Execration versus G7. So I'm gonna be casting that one. Hopefully it's going to start soon enough. No idea when it exactly is going to start, but at some point. So guys, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. And if you want some more Dota, I think HeflaTV 1 is still going with Arcanis versus somebody. So guys, hopefully you did enjoy. Appreciate it that you came. And see you hopefully in maximum 15 minutes.